Welcome to part 3 of the 4-part series where we're upcycling 2 necklaces focusing on agate and howlite. In this video we're going to make another necklace, and this time it's going to be a pendant necklace. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. If you're coming back, thank you for that too. Let's do a quick recap of the original necklaces that we started with and what they look like when I took them apart. And then we'll get started on the pendant necklace. And this is what I have left. I have these oblong faceted beads. I have some little 4mm round beads, 8mm howlite beads. I should have said these are howlite with a brown veining. And then I have the agate stones in various lengths and thicknesses. This one is quite translucent. So that's what we have left. Oh, and I have one odd bead. Just one odd bead. I don't know if that I'll be able to work that in, but you never know. Maybe I can. So what shall we make? We've made so far in this series a necklace and 2 pairs of earrings. And I think for this one I'm going to make another necklace. And I want to start working with these oblong faceted beads. I have some bead string and wire, 49 strand, 0.018. So let's start with about 24 inches of wire. I got 12 and 12. I'm not going to work with this yet. Not yet. I'm thinking about it. I'm going to set these aside for right now. I said I wanted to work with these first. So let's see what kind of pattern we can come up with. I'm just taking both ends of my wire and just, well, do I want to? Let's start with a small bead. Well, I still have some of these small beads. Let's just start with one on each side, meaning, there'll be a bottom or focal point of the necklace. So 2 of those and 2 of these. I don't know if I want to call them oblong or faceted or whatever. So this is what I'm bringing together here. I do want to try to work in a pendant, but for right now, that's what we have. Let's add another small round bead. In case for some reason you're seeing this out of order, these are 4mm. And these are 8mm. And these are 1.5 centimeters by 1 centimeter. And I have a link for this template if you need one. My Amazon affiliate link. So back to this. Let's add a small round bead. You can use a bead board if you want. And of course my videos are for ideas and inspiration, so I don't expect you to have the same beads and findings that I have, but you might have something similar in shape. Color doesn't even matter. It's just think about the shape. I'm going to keep using up every bead that I can. And then when I run out of beads, I guess the series is over. How's that? I'm not using any metal spacer beads, just going with the shapes. And I'll play some music while I finish stringing this. Unless I decide to change up the pattern, then I'll come back in and talk to you some more about what we're going to do next, because I honestly don't know. I'm designing as I go. Isn't that how we all do it, right? Sometimes we have a plan, sometimes we don't. That's what I have so far. Kind of liking it. And keep in mind, I have thoughts of adding a pendant here, but just not ready to address that. So let's keep adding these, and I'll play some music.
Nothing is forever, you're so keen on telling me. Everybody's worried, saying that I'm in too deep. Keep it all together, move on to bigger things. Chasing all the highs, 'cause I'm not giving up my dream. No, I'm not giving up my dream. Although you don't believe in me, the only thing I need to know, I find it in my heart and soul.
Well, I've been repeating the same pattern, but now I'm wondering if I should mix it up a little bit, because once we get past, you know, the very front part of the necklace. It's kind of nice to change it up along the sides a little bit. So let's see, if that's our pendant, drop right here. And I want to go with 2, 3, 4, that's 5. Let's say I want to go with 1, 2, 3, then change the pattern just a little bit and then pick up again. Do I want to go with 3 on each side, 1, 2, 3, or stay with the 5? I mean, the necklace is only going to be probably with a pendant about 18 to 19 inches. You know, before we start getting around the neck, you can see we're starting around the neckline right here. So I'm going to back off a little bit. I'm going to remove those and let's kind of pretend that's right there. I like odd numbers, so I'm going to also remove this. And then we're going to change up the pattern. If you're enjoying this video, I appreciate a like. You'll be sure to comment. And if you haven't done so, please subscribe and keep watching. There's more. So now this is the front of the necklace with a pendant. And then let's just change this pattern slightly. Instead of adding the oblong faceted bead, let's just add the howlite round, just add the round bead again. 6 millimeter, the 4 millimeter beads, and then another round bead on each side. I'm always going for the ones that have the most veining. I know that means that I'm probably going to have some that are rather plain at some point, but you know, they can always go around the neckline, right? So here we've changed this up and added 3 round beads on each side. Now let's work in 1 faceted bead, but before we do that, we'll add the little 4 millimeter. I mean, you can make this any way you'd like. I'm just showing you what I'm coming up with in the moment. That's all I'm doing. I'm just playing and trying different things and seeing what I like. I would expect for you to do the same. We're going to have different beads, different color, different style, but this is an idea for you to put your own spin on it. Okay, now we've worked in the faceted bead. Now let's go back again to 3 round beads. We obviously have a lot more round beads than we do of these, but in between every one I'm going to keep adding these little round beads until I run out of them, which I'm getting very close. So will I have enough to finish the necklace? I don't know. We'll find out. Okay, where are we now? Here's our pattern. Still have to come up with how we're going to finish the pendant. I'm liking it. I'm liking the combination. So if we're going for about 18 inches plus the pendant drop, this is where we are. You know, all of this is going to be around the neckline. So do I even want to put any more of these in here? I don't think I do. I don't think so. I think I just want to finish with the round beads. Or we could use chain or leather cord or something else, but I think I'll just finish with round beads. However, I only have 4 of these left. Only 4. But I'm going to use them. I don't know. Am I going to use them? Do I need one of those for the pendant? Should I just finish off with the beads? I guess I can go 1 more round with these. 1 more on each side is what I mean. I'm going to reserve those. I might need them for the pendant. So I'm just going to finish off with the round beads around the neckline. I'm starting to not worry so much about how much veining is in the bead, because I like to save a few of these, perhaps to make something else. What would that something else be? I don't know. We haven't made a bracelet yet. I don't know if I have enough beads to, but that might be our next video. So make sure you're subscribed and ring that bell icon so that you receive notifications every time I upload a video, because that's what this is about. This is a series of videos starting with just 2 necklaces and seeing how far I can go with them and to see how many pieces of jewelry I can make from them. So this is 3. This is video number 3 in the series. The first one we made a necklace, and then the second one was a little bit shorter. We made a couple pairs of earrings, and this third one we're making another necklace. And I am talking and running out of room on my wire. Here's our necklace though. I think it's too long. Yeah, I'm pretty certain I got carried away, because when you have a pendant, unless it's a really long necklace, you don't want to get too long. So 9 on the inside of the bottom. Yes, I obviously got too long, and then you need about a 1/2 inch or so for the clasp. So I'm going to take off some beads on the end here. Didn't need to string those. Excuse me for reaching in front of you. Let's see. I don't have this lined up right. Pushing the beads down. I think I want to take a couple more off the top. Just checking my pattern, making sure I haven't missed anything. And I want to allow for the clasp. I need to stop there. What I need to figure out though is, do I have the same amount of beads here? I have one too many here. I think that's going to work well. Just matching everything up. Check it twice. Finish it once. You know, I do make mistakes from time to time. Some of you catch it. Sometimes I catch it and fix it in the video. So sometimes I catch it and fix it when I'm done with the video. Oh, do you remember these small round beads? Well, that's all I have left. In the first video for this series, I was using my magical crimper tool with these copper crimp tubes. It turned out pretty good, I guess. I mean, it's not perfectly round, but I guess I need the practice, so I'm going to try this again. So I'll get a couple of crimp tubes out of here and we'll give it a try. So magical crimper tool. It has a little notch right here that you end up crimping the crimp tube 4 times minimum, but I went around several times, and you just basically rotate it. Rotate it around until you have it rounded. It's not a perfect science. I had trouble on the first one. I've already had to throw away 1 crimp tube, but I'm going to try it again, and I think we'll go again on this necklace with a toggle clasp. I got the toggle clasp, but then I was thinking maybe we should finish the pendant first, because I don't know how much that's going to tighten things up. I have 5 stones left that we could use for the pendant. This agate piece is very translucent. This one here, you can really see the center core on that side. Remember, you know, pendants are going to turn, be 2-sided. This one has a lot of natural little scratches and veining in it. It's interesting though for a pendant. This one here has a lot of white. So I guess if I'm going to eliminate, I'll eliminate those 2. These are the beads that I have left. Just a few. And of course I have these left, but I'm not seeing this working into the pendant. So let's just take a look here. Let's see what we like. This stone is cool because you can see the vertical variations. So it tends to work well this direction. And it's pretty on that side. This one has the natural roughness as well as the polished. This one here has a lot of the white. That's pretty striking. I'm looking at it both here and in the camera just to see. I mean, that is pretty. And then this one, ooh, that's pretty too. Kind of like that. I would just put them side by side and see. Do you have a favorite? A lot of white or just a little? I think I want just a little. This one looks really pretty, and it's smooth and polished all the way around. I do like this. I like this side. The other side is okay, but a little rough. I think it's going to be this one. Yep, that's it. And I hope that my copper head pin is long enough. We've got the 4mm beads that we saved. And then let's go right to, oh, that hole is pretty large. You see that hole? It's pretty large. That's why we need that bead on the bottom so the pendant doesn't fall off. You can tell we don't have a lot of room left to make a loop. And I was kind of hoping to work in this very last bead here. I thought that would look cool. Not necessary though. And actually it doesn't blend as well. So let's go ahead and add another small round bead. Bead at the top, bead at the bottom. That's what we've got. I mean, it would be very nice to add this bead into it. That would be very pretty. I don't have a head pin long enough. I do have some copper wire. It's 20 gauge. It's a slightly different color than the toggle clasp, but that's around the neck. Oh, I don't know. I was hoping just to use the head pin. Or do I even like... I was starting to talk myself into that copper wire, but I'm not crazy about the color with it. So I guess I'm not going to talk myself into it. And that doesn't give me enough room to make my loop. You know, it's just a head pin. Let's try it. Let's bend this. I'm going to make a small loop, smaller than usual. You see, it's a lot smaller than usual. Open it sideways. Fit it right between those two little beads that we started out with. First two beads that we put on. I mean, I could put it on a jump ring, I guess. I could. Plan B. I'll tell you what, I'm going to close this back up. Close it up really well. My flat nose pliers and my chain nose pliers. Put it through the head pin, through the center here. Close it up. So we are going to use a jump ring here. 2 flat nose pliers works better to wiggle this back and forth and get that closed up. So this has to be pretty tight so that wire doesn't slip through there. We do not want this slipping off the wire. I think I've got it pretty good. I think so. And we have our pendant. There you go. Got our pretty pendant. Now let's come back to finish this. Can you tell I'm a little nervous, a little apprehensive about this magical bead tool? I'm not sold on it quite yet. If you've used it and you like it, leave a comment. Let everyone know what you think about it. I did it once, so we're going to try it again. So I've got my crimp tube, putting it on the wire, the ring part of the toggle clasp first. Just going to come back down through. Got plenty of wire to work with. Trying to make sure it doesn't cross over. On the first one, I have enough wire to work with that I can use my little clip to keep that from crossing over. I can't do that on the second one, second crimp tube that we're going to turn into a bead. I mean, I'm assuming it matters as much with this style of crimp tube as it does any others, but it doesn't really say that on the packaging. Okay, pushing this up, but still have some flexibility there. A little bit of room. Here goes nothing. Got that little divot, and I'm going to center that in that little hole in there, that little divot. Press it, and then just rotate it. It's supposed to round it. We'll see. It looks more like I just smashed it. I mean, is it going to come off? No, it's not going anywhere. Okay, I guess I'm going with it. Just push the beads around. I'm going to let the wire go through a couple of the beads. Let's push all the beads down and around, but still allow some flex and movement. Here we go again. Crimp tube. Go through the loop on the toggle part. Now we need to start tightening this up a little bit. I'm going to go through 2 beads. Get a hold of that tail with my chain nose pliers. Push the beads down. Oh, I gotta be careful. That copper crimp tube can fit through that hole of the howlite bead. And you gotta have a little room to get in here with the magical crimper. Let's get it in the divot. I think it loosened up. I felt it loosened up too much. But again, I don't want it to go through that bead. It's easy to make a drawing of how to do this, and not quite as easy to do it. Press, rotate on its side, rotate on the other side. It's just so hard to show you. Just trust me. I'm rotating it around until it's kind of round. I mean, it's not going anywhere. Do I consider this perfectly round? Absolutely not. It's crazy. I'd call it the crazy crimper, not the magical. I don't see anything magical about it yet. This is my second time using it. So I'm not saying run out and buy it. That's for sure. Let's take a look at necklace number 2, our pendant necklace, our second necklace in this series. As I said, this is the 3rd video in this series for the Agate and Howlite necklaces that we started with. What do you think? I like it. You notice how I got a little less veining on the beads around the neck? Well, I was able to save some then for perhaps another piece of jewelry. There we go, our necklace. And as far as earrings, well, you know, I do have these earrings that I made that we could pair with it. See how I have 3 beads here? Well, we have 3 beads here. So maybe this will become a set. Let's take a quick look at the necklace and the beads before we started, and then I'll show you finished necklace. The earrings that we made in part 2 of this series go really well with our pendant necklace. It's going to be a set on eBay. They just belong together. Please leave a comment and let me know what you think about this set and if this is something that you would try. As you know, my videos are for inspiration. Take your own beads and findings, similar in shape and size, and you can do the same thing. As I said in the opening, this is video number 3 out of 4. So there's one more to go, and make sure you're subscribed and ring that bell for notifications so you don't miss out on any of my videos. Thanks for watching. I'm Vicki, and I'll see you in the next video.